Kryptonite here and welcome back to Ember Cradle in Hydroneer. I've been doing a lot of playing around in creative mode and doing odd bits and pieces with logic and everything since the update, and I did want to start a brand new playthrough with a few goals in mind. So I want to become a multi-billionaire, but I also want to complete all the quests, so that is the basic goal of this playthrough. So here we are starting at Ember Cradle, and we know how this all works. We need to grab our pan, we need to dig up some dirt, we need to pick up the pan, fill in some water, pick up the pan, grab the brush, and we have our first load of resources, which apparently has glitched through the pan. So we're going to do this a few more times. So we're just going to grab our shovel again, hopefully put the dirt in it, and then we're going to drop it back in the water, take it back out of the water, grab the brush, and repeat the process again. A few hours later, and we're going to take our well-earned resources, and we're going to take it up to the shop, and hopefully we're going to get enough money to either purchase a drill and a couple of pipes, or what's probably going to happen is we'll buy the furnace so we can smelt them into bars. So we've got 239. That's not as much as I was expecting to get. And we have our first set of hydro coins. So let's head on back. Let's see what we can buy from the shop with our 239 hydro coins. So let's pop our hydro coins in there. They can stay in there for a while. 239. So we can get a small furnace. We can also get a crucible and the casting mold. We won't be able to get the anvil with a hammer, but at least we'll have gold bars which will sell a little bit more than what the ore will, so that's perfect. So we've got enough for all of them, so we'll buy them and we'll take them down to our little bit of land. So after me remembering I'm doing this all wrong and I should actually utilize using the bucket, because the bucket takes 4 shovels full instead of just my 1 shovel in the pan. So now I've actually remembered what I'm doing, as it's been a very long time since I actually started this game from scratch. We seem to be making fairly good progress. So I think what I'll do is I'll carry on working through the night, and in the morning I'll smelt all the gold in our nice crucible here, and then we should have enough money to get our first drill setup done. So the sun is rising, but I reckon we've got one more bucket in us. Let's get one more bucket done. We'll get this gold smelted, and we'll see how much this little bit of gold is going to be worth. Hopefully it's going to be worth enough to at least get the tier 1 drill set up. So we'll just get rid of the iron. We don't need the iron so much, we're going to focus more on the gold. We'll keep the gems because when we can polish them up they'll be worth a bit more, so we'll keep them to the side. And let's get ourselves a nice gold bar. Are you kidding me? It looks relatively small for the moment, so let's head up to the shop and hopefully we can... What can we grab you? Oh, 4.5. I think we'll leave that one for now. We'll head over and get our tier 1 set up. So let's see how much this guy will offer us. He'll 231. That's really not as much as I was actually expecting. We'll head over to the stock demand. The price is down, so I don't think it's going to offer us very much for that. Well, that's iron anyway, not gold. But let's get this gold bar sold anyway. We'll grab this and we can use this money to hopefully purchase the anvil. Maybe make some weapons. They'll sell for a little bit more as well. What we'll do is we'll grab the anvil and potentially the blacksmithing hammer if we can afford it, which I'm pretty sure we will be able to. And we'll grab these and that can be our first little setup done. So perfect, that leaves us with 49. So let's take this lot back to our little claim and let's get to mining again. Okay, so I've done a little bit more mining and we've got 328 coins to our name. So I think it's time to buy some pipes just to make this process a little bit easier, and you will see why. So we're going to get our intake pipe. Definitely going to want one of them. Hopefully that will stay in the cart. We'll see. We'll get a couple of these elbow pipes. Take a couple of them and then we'll get some straight pipes as well. So 174. Have we got enough for the pickaxe as well? I might grab the pickaxe. We have. Perfect. That will do very nicely. That is a job well done. Okay, so here we are back at the claim and I've dug myself a very nice hole. And now we are sort of at the deepest part that we can get to, so the dirt down here will be a lot richer, which will speed up the process in getting a decent amount of resources. So let's set up these pipes then, just to make something a little bit easier. And you will see exactly where I'm going with this very shortly. So we'll probably just need our straight pipes actually, to be honest. So we might need to go to the shop and buy a few more, but that's not an issue. And what we'll do is we'll get all these built up. And you will see where I am going with this very shortly. It's just going to speed up the process. Okay, so that's the pipe work set up. Now let's see how much money down here can make us. So if we just pop our pan just here, if it will sit there quite nicely, there we go. Now the whole point of this is this will just keep filling up water now, so we don't have to keep going up and down back to the river. We've also got some of our pipes in place ready for our drills as and when we get them, so that is perfect. And really did not mean to do that. We can just pick up the dirt and just pop it in there anyway, and then we'll get a brush. Let's have a look. Yes, them nuggets do look a fair bit bigger. And oh, we've got Cloutium as well. They're just gold. So that's perfect. We'll get some Cloutium smelted, that's for sure. So as you can probably guess, I've been digging for a while now, but we have quite a big iron bar here. I decided just to smelt some iron, just see how it was doing. And to be honest, this looks fairly bigger than the rest of them, and we've got plenty of iron in there. So we'll smelt that in a minute. First of all, let's see how our gold is doing. Oh, that looks like a chunky, nice gold bar there. Oh, that does look like a big old gold bar. Okay, so it's just all going wrong now. It's just all going wrong. So let's head back down here. Let's grab our crucible. We'll put that back where it's supposed to be, on top of the furnace. Oh, there's a nice random bit of iron there. We'll chuck that in there, ready to be smelted. And we'll grab the rest of our iron here. Why is it so tricky? Thank you very much. Okay, let's pop the rest of our iron in here. Okay, that kind of didn't work. Let's just we'll just handpick these into the furnace, shall we? I did take the liberty of smelting my little Cloutium bar. This is about 3 nuggets, so not a lot, but we can definitely tell the difference. The resources are quite a bit more weighty, so hopefully that'll work in our favour. Got a couple of shards as well, ready for our tier 1 setup. We can use them, and we've got quite a few gems, and we also got our first ruby as well. So it's definitely all looking up. Now I think what I'll do is I'll keep these bars separate and sell them, just because I'm thinking about heading to the stock market, just see if they're worth a little bit more there. Hopefully the demand is up. And will you just... there's one thing that really frustrates me in this game, is the things don't drop square down, and they don't stay there either, which is kind of annoying, but I guess it's a small price to pay for a lovely game like this. So let's head on up to the shop and... oh, so you want a 13 weight gem. How much money have I actually got in here? How much have I got left? 55. I don't think that's going to be enough for the scales. The scales are in the other shop, aren't they? Okay, well, we'll leave the scales for now. So let's see how much we are getting for this. 2,480. That is absolutely perfect. We should be able to easily get our tier 1 set up now. That's a lovely chunk of money. Thank you very much, and it's a pleasure doing business with you. I'm probably going to need some more pipes as well, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Probably worth maybe getting a tool bag as well, but we shall see. So we want one of these drills, and we want one of these harvesters, although we have got... that will only cost us 1,400. Ah yes, I remember. We can only buy one each of these, and the rest we have to do at Icehelm. So that's going to be the next task, is to buy them from Icehelm. So let's just quickly shove these down at our little claim. Okay, so we've got the drill and harvester at our claim, and I think we need to go for a bit more shopping. I think that's going to be definitely handy. And then I think the rest of the money, we're going to go and grab ourselves some filters and things like that, as we've got a little bit of extra cash. There it is, look, the wonderful town of Bridgeport. We are nearly there, so that will be perfect. We can go and get some more shopping. So here we are in Bridgeport. So let's head over and get some shopping done, shall we? Okay, so there's our truck conveniently placed. So that'll be perfect. So water filter hooks. Okay, so they are quite expensive. It probably is worth grabbing a couple of those though. They can come in handy quite a bit. Smelter, oh, they're expensive. We do want one of them eventually, but probably not at this moment in time. They are expensive. We do definitely want some scales, and I was going to grab a saw as well, so we'll definitely grab one of them. Okay, so what I think I will do is grab a couple of these filter hooks just to try and preserve the life of our drill and harvest a little bit. That will leave us with about 1200. Okay, I do want to buy a concrete floor to put my drill on. A couple of these hand sources, I think, might be the way to go, and that should leave us enough money for some pipes if we need them. So I think all in all we have made some pretty good purchases, so I think we'll head back and we'll get it all set up. Okay, so tier 1 is all set up. We're just missing the final piece of the puzzle, and that's some nice dirt from down here. So we'll grab this dirt. Just got to make sure we get this dirt in the right place. Somewhere around there should be absolutely perfect. Okie dokie. So I've moved all the smeltery and everything all over here. We've got our furnace covered in a block just because I think I like it this way. Plus it makes it easier for heating up your bars for your anvil. And then we've got this slot set up here. So in fact we'll turn that off for a moment. I'm not sure if I've got that dirt in the right place. We'll find out once we turn it all on. So let's flick it on before nightfall and we will see what happens. So I've just put some sorters down here as well. Just need to collect a couple of resources before we can sort that out. But we'll do this, and yep, we have perfect gold. Okay, so the gold can go here, that's perfect, and then the iron can go here. Even more perfect. Oh, that wasn't a bad guess, was it? Wasn't a bad guess at all on where the pans were going to go. So the gold will end up in here, the iron will end up in here, and then the gems and the shards will end up down here. So got a mini sorting system as well. I didn't quite guess the placement of this one too well, did I? So we'll move this to about here. I might leave that one under it actually, it might help catch them a little bit. So I think what I'm going to do is leave this running for a little bit, and then I'm going to save up and get the smelters so we don't have to smelt them ourselves, just to make things a little bit quicker. But I think everyone, that is a perfect time to leave the first episode. We have got our tier 1 set up. So it's time to save some money, progress, and eventually we will unlock tier 2. So I think now would be a perfect time to leave this one. I'm going to leave this running. We'll collect a whole load of resources, and then we should be able to upgrade to tier 2 and buy a new plot of land. So hopefully you liked the first episode. If you did, hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe for more Hydroneer content. It's been Kryptonite here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.